Hey, Dr. David Haase, and in my 2016 TED Talk, I held up this little thing, and it's called a tensegrity structure. And a tensegrity structure helps us understand our deep dive program. Now, the tensegrity shows us what a system is. A system is something where the individual parts, like these dowel rods and rubber bands, come together to be something that is more than the individual parts, right? That the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that's what humans are. It's amazing, right? We're made from stardust and starlight that comes together with information, and we get to do things like think and talk and experience life. It's amazing. I am so deeply curious about what makes humans tick and how can you plumb the depths of human potential? How can we understand what are the barriers to that one person becoming the greatest version of themselves? And so what we do in our deep dive program is we commit together, the patient and our deep dive team. It's myself and Lindsay, nurse practitioner, Jen, and before that, Alyssa and Hope and Kennedy, and we've got a whole bunch of extended staff at the MaxWell Clinic, and we dedicate deeply to focus a lot of time and attention on a very few number of people, looking deeply into their biology, their psychology, their connectedness, their brain function, their brain potential, their metabolomics, proteomics. I mean, we want to go to the very depths of understanding about that person and their goals and help them be able to experience the life they desire. The only challenge of all of that is that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, and it's work that's never been done before in many cases. We work with research labs and research scientists and clinicians from across the world as we pull together the team that would be best suited for that individual person. We're really trying to live into the very best healthcare that we could imagine. And I have quite an imagination. So yeah, it's a very time consuming, so we can take on very few numbers of individuals. It's a big investment of time, of money, of energy, of focus on the part of all of us that are involved. But the information that we learn there, I take back, and first of all, I teach all of the clinicians here at MaxWell Clinic in our MaxWell Care program, which is amazing, and where they get the advantage of all of the learnings that we have figured out in this research and development arm of MaxWell Clinic that we call Deep Dive. And then I also teach thousands of clinicians across the globe. I love mentoring physicians in coming back to both the depth of the art and the science of medicine. And this is our laboratory, right? People aren't getting, there's nothing being experimented on, except in the case that all of us are living an experiment of one. Each one of us are infinitely unique in our experience of life and our genetics and the things that we're exposed to. Each one of us is an experiment of one. That's what healthcare is, if we're honest about it. And in Deep Dive, we try to build the environment so we can understand the whole of that person and do everything possible to maximize their wellness. So that's Deep Dive.